Morning again. So I posted a variation of this a few months back, but I'm going to post it again. I saw on the local news that ICE was in Navarre, Florida. Navarre is only 45 minutes from me. And there's a house of Mexican men that live across the street. Literally across the corner from me. I'm on a corner, they're on a corner. They're literally right across the street. There's 3 or 4 of them living there. They're in construction, apparently, somehow, because they replaced the roof on that place quickly when they moved in. So they're either roofers or in some kind of construction. And they work every day. They go to work every day, except if it's raining. So that's what makes me think they're in construction. Because you can't work in the rain if you're in construction. You can't put up a frame. You can't put on a roof. You can't do shit if it's raining, right? Okay. I don't know their status. I don't know if they've got paperwork in to become legal. I don't know. I don't know if they were born here. I don't know. But every one of them looks Latino. They're always over there listening to Latino music on the front porch. They listen to it low. They don't blast it or anything. They're really considerate neighbors. They're really nice people. I've never met them. But as a neighbor, they're amazing people. I go outside sometimes with the dogs, and they're on the front porch sitting there listening to their Latino music on low. They don't have it blasting like from a boombox or anything. So they're respectful of the neighborhood. Now, they've lived there for over a year, and I think they've had one night when they played the music loud, and that was a Friday or Saturday. And they were done with that about 11 or 12, 11 or 10 or 11 at night. But it still wasn't loud enough that I could hear it in my house. You step outside and you can tell the difference in volume from what they usually listen to it at, yeah. But I'm scared for them. They're good people. They're working. They're trying to make a living. And if ICE is in Navarre, which is 45 minutes east of me, I'm scared for them. I'm scared I'm going to hear a bunch of ICE agents breaking in their door and hauling them off. If that happens and I'm home, I'm going to get video of it because it's wrong. I don't believe in any of the shit they're doing. This country, all you ICE agents, where'd your families come from in Europe? You were immigrants one time as well. This nation was meant to be a nation of immigrants. Everybody comes over. When they started coming over from New York, from Europe and from Germany and Poland and England and all these other countries, Switzerland, back in the 20s, 1920s, 100 years ago, they were let in. They were naturalized. Because we needed to grow our country. We needed to make our country better. Immigrants make our country better. Because, yes, they will do the jobs that you spoiled-ass white motherfuckers won't do. Like work in the fields. My grandmother was born in 1902. She was only allowed to go through the 6th grade. Then she had to go and work on the farm, picking cotton in Georgia. Yeah, at 12 years old. She was in the fields after she got out of 6th grade. She's no longer allowed to go to school. She had to work in the fields picking cotton. And she told me her hands were so torn up as a child because it's not easy picking that cotton and not getting poked. This whole nation is immigrants. Your family came from Europe at some point. Because this is not a white nation. It never was a white nation. This land belonged to the Native Americans. Okay? And here we come. Thinking it's ours. When they were already here. Having a beautiful life. Living on the land. We came over here and we killed almost every bison because of their fur. They just left the naked bodies laying on the land. They didn't use the meat like the Indians did, like the Native Americans, indigenous peoples. When they killed a bison, one bison, they used everything. They used the meat. They used the fur. They used the bones. They shaped the bones into working materials like knives and things like that, spears. They used every part of that animal. They wasted nothing. But here we come, we're just killing them for the fur and leaving their naked dead bodies on the landscape for them to rot. We were the worst things to happen to this country. We were the worst thing to come over here and happen. Because we just thought it was all ours as soon as we landed. Which is wrong. This subject upsets me. Because everybody's family came from another country. We are all immigrants in this country. Yes, I was born here. But my grandparents on my father's side came from Germany in the 1920s. Came through Ellis Island. Got naturalized. And then they went on to Chicago to raise a family. I am terrified for my neighbors. Because they're good, hard-working people. And I don't want anything to happen to them. Even though I've never spoken to them, I don't even know if they speak English. Don't even know. I've never said one word to them. But they keep to themselves. They're polite to the neighbors. They have common sense, which a lot of people don't have. But I just wanted to say, I'm really scared for my neighbors. Since I heard ICE was in Navarre, which was, like I said, 45 minutes east of me. Because I had family in Navarre. They moved. But I had family there. They were family that I made, not born into. They were, one of them is my goddaughter. Well, 3 of them were my godkids. 1 of them passed away. But, I'm just terrified. Yes, God help me. If I see the police over there, the fucking ICE agents over there, I'm going to get out my fucking phone and I'm going to start recording. Because what they're doing is wrong. We are a nation of immigrants. Period. And not letting immigrants in is hurting our dollar. It's hurting our country. Period. That's all for now.